So let's try this again, shall we? I had a nice paranormal Mercury retrograde occurrence just happen on the table. Be a good time to book your one-on-ones with me. That's a message, because not only what went down is that, first off, the video camera just turned on its own. You know, I have to press play for it to start recording, and it pressed itself and started recording on its own, you know, and it was the timer and everything. And, you know, when I did the video, I, you know, ended it, and I immediately upload, because it takes a while to upload to YouTube sometimes. And then the video wasn't there. But there was a card that didn't get turned over or spoken about. So I felt that was interesting as well. So here we are after class, after an amazing class, which this month I'm focusing on core, and today was about the gate. The gate pose can be very challenging when you practice with me. You want your core strengthened, you can practice with me. I'll give you some core strengtheners that you've never even tried, unless you've been in a yoga class of mine. But they're fun and they build your strength really well. So the gate, as all yoga physical asanas, not even counting what yoga really is, this is just what people think is just this, poses, flexibility, but when you start practicing the real way, it's not about that at all. In fact, the teacher that I studied under said, you know why you do all this? Is that teaches you how to sit. It teaches you how to sit. It teaches you how to be in the world with heart open, not like, you know, without boundaries, but how to posture. And when she meant by it teaches you to sit, there is a part of training where you sit for hours and you don't leave the room. Now, I was pregnant when I was doing this, and I stayed in the room for over 2 hours. I don't remember how long I was there, but I stayed in with everyone. It's a beautiful experience. The first card out here is a shaman card, so this may speak to my psychonauts, my psychedelic brothers and sisters out there that challenge themselves to quest and journey on a deeper level. That's here. It's a calling to return home. It's a time to come back, like no fucking kidding, to return to that place where there's peace and freedom. Always. That's my ayahuasca. That's, for me, it's my ayahuasca. It's mi madre right here. That's my home. It's somewhere that you cleanse, where all the dark cleanses out after you face it. A lot of people are afraid to face their dark. A lot of people are afraid to face their fears. And if you say you don't have any, you're lying. I have them. Hey, when I know I'm going to go drink ayahuasca, shit, you don't think I get nervous? I don't fear, like inside, like, I'm terrified. It's not like that. I get nervous and apprehensive every time. I do. 23 years. I'll be celebrating 23 years. So this is a place where you go to release that and get restored. Because there's the golden citrine here, the egg-shaped golden citrine. Your core gets restored. You get replenished. This is a replenishment. Also, there is the shapeshifter, my favorite glass piece of the table. It's very sensual, very sexual. But this also means the shape-shifting nature of what's going on deeper within ourselves in this group. So there's going to be 4 groups, but it's all of it. It's not like pick a pile. It's just this one group. There's a vibe and I don't know yet. When I read the same way. I go back into my channel, and this time I'm not going to forget the other card. But this is also someone like ancestors are there leaning. For me, there's a very special anniversary coming up for this guy right here. It's almost. But that's the vibe of this, is returning back home. And for some, returning back home is allowing yourself to feel sex and your sensuality again. For a lot and many that have been working deeply, have refrained, abstained, just, it's not an interest. Maybe some people have even had very low libidos with partners even, but it's going to begin to wake up. It's going to begin to wake up. This also mimics kind of like the cobra. And it rises and goes, it flares out like, something's coming our way. So it's getting juicy if you're partnered and you deeply love your partner. And it's like, even through the ups and downs, this is going to get juicier where you get closer. And for those that have been without, there's partnerships coming in this arena. And also too, these partnerships are very soul connected and very, there's different types, even for work, or if you've changed a direction and there's new people coming in that are like-minded for you as well. They're very like-minded because you see, we can't have anything less. We've been really deeply working the last 4 years, and this year is like, woo, is it rising and waking up? I think next year is going to be the big bang because it's going to be an 888 correct numerology. This year was the 777 numerology. So couples are forming now, and then by that time, it's going to be fierce. Like they're going to be like super fucking power couples, regardless if you work, fuck, love, whatever that is for you. And when I mean fuck, I mean like not fucking around, not like sleeping around. Because, that's what it is. People call it love making, whatever, it's fucking. Get it right. Accept it that has nothing to do with love. Neither for me it don't. But when you have that connection of how they say the expression of love outside ourselves, that's even better. But there's like this big fiery, and you're like, because you're done with the past. Even the doorway here, that the depiction here of this image, there's like this golden floor and golden doorway, and that's even phallic. So this is really nice golden big dick energy. And there's 3 phallic C's on my table, I think. There's more over there too. Okay, but here's what's interesting is that, okay, the big dick energy on my table has been around for a while. It's the return of this really wet, powerful, juicy pussy energy that's on my table. And it started appearing this summer, and I'm like, well, look what's returned. With the bat. I see bats, and that anytime I see a bat, for me, this is Serpent's table here. This is what the bat is. Change is coming and it's going to come at you, regardless, right? Can't do anything about it. It's coming towards you. And there's an underlying fear going on with people because your power and it's going to come in and they're like afraid of it. Me, I'm all like, fuck yeah, take me. Take me, man. Bring me home. I've been waiting. Like I said, it's not fearless. It's when you are willing to really face your fears. It takes something. It takes courage. And once you face them and their little badge of being brave. That's what I say to everyone in that ayahuasca circle that first comes in. Like, you guys are brave. Especially people that don't use substances at all. That are really straight. I'm like, wow. They're going to be in for it. I hope they fell in love like I did. Of course, it took me to be crowned after I was initiated, where I did fall in love with her. And I've been in love with her ever since. She's absolutely beautiful. But the bat, you ever see bats navigate out there? They look like this. They're like, and then they go over here. They're like, they zigzag. They're all over the place. They're so fun. They're very cute. I watch them at dusk. They come out. And then they're so cute. And they squeak and do this really weird noise. Their radar. Okay, so we're done. We're done with the past. Now we wait for the fire to come towards us, because there's partners coming in. Juicy partners. There's some that are more chill, and there's some that are more fiery. It all depends on you. Another message of the table is there's two bats, so there's a pair. There's two phallic objects on my table. This is kind of, and then there's two yoni images, pussy, vagina, open images. See, this one has a curve, like, ooh, more sensual. And the other one is more like straightforwardness. Anyways, you have the key. No one else. For those of you that still remain in their head, see if you can do something about that to help calm it down. But you still have the key. Okay? Regardless. Please nurture your vision. Pour it out into your work. While this comes, it's in motion, coming towards us. A lot of people, I'm hearing news, it's coming in. Ooh, it's coming in. So excited. Smoke to that. Do I even have anything left? Dude, I ripped like almost the whole bowl during yoga. I cried in yoga today. Doing gate pose is tough. The way I have you do it. I love it. It's time for a bong cleaning for sure. Promise. I promised myself I was going to clean the bong. Okay. Two bats coming in. Now this bat has been in transition towards you since Blue Moon. There is a blue moon. There's a full moon depicted. This car is very blue-ish as think about what your vibe was on the blue moon. Oh, that was not a baby hit. Not a baby yet. So one bat is coming towards the cave. Interesting that the imagery here. This bat is going towards the egg. That this image is holding an egg, like nurture. Be good to yourself during this waiting time. Go celebrate on your own. Celebrate you. Celebrate like it's already happened. You know? Don't be afraid to let go of some money. Some money. Like I saw a gift and I said, you know what? It's the timing. And you know what? It's going to come back and replenish itself. Because if you hang on so fucking tight, like, no, I can't, I'm going to pay a bill. But if you know your source, there's going to be a new deck that arrives on this table that is going to, it can't be in the most perfect timing. Because it's really, I would say, well, yeah, it's really juicy. Yeah, I think it's one of the most juiciest erotic sex decks out there. And it's going to land on my table soon. Because I'm going to be doing those readings. I can't wait till you message me and tell me all about it. Well, the table will tell me. And so will you. Please nurture your vision. Just keep it warm. Just keep it warm. Say thank you that it's mine. Thank you that you appear before me. As it's there in front of you, speak to it. Because a lot of you have been in the head. Why? Because that happens when you separate from source. When there's anxiety and stress, it's because you disconnected from source. When you come back, things start trickling in again. I saw this deck. What's the chance I see this deck? You know, I'm like, because it was ready. Because you're ready for that expansion. That's going to get good. You know I love those sexy cards. You know I love all that. You know me if you've had one-on-ones with me. Please nurture, because you know what? You're the one with the key. You get to say so at any time. There's no limits on choices. You didn't like that one? Well, say goodbye, bye. Just that easy. No, but we have to be dramatic and hang on and process sometimes. That's okay too. In fact, I love that. That's your person. If that's you, wow, what a beautiful personality. There's no judgment on Serpent's Visionary's table. I love you, novellas. Mwah. I don't need no TV. I just listen to all of you. That's what's going on in reality out there. Well, thank you for allowing me and trusting me to tap in. I love what I do. We have fun. This section also has the yoga girl, which is me. They modeled it after me. Okay, hold up a minute. So, people say these are back bends. In yoga, they're AKA heart openers. This is why. They're vulnerable. It's wide open target, isn't it? And when you drop it down to the forearm, it's more of a deficit than when you have your whole arm, because there's the whole arm. So when it's dropped down to a forearm, it works on this line of the body right through here, upper, to be in forearm position squared, not triangled. This looks a little triangle. Hey, you know, it's a 3D printer. Squared. This takes strength, it takes balance, and it takes openness, but most of all, it takes vulnerability. For me to get my body in this, it feels weird. this never has happened either. So that's the fear, right? Because this is like not a fearless thing to feel, because it feels like it feels like to me that I'm gonna go over to the side, although that's not ever happened. That's just my head trip. But before I drop down to the forearm, I come from this position. So that's what I mean. If it's not here yet, and it's maybe here. Ooh, it looks like I have a mustache. Have a draggy moment. Anyways, you get what I mean? It doesn't matter your level. It doesn't matter what's going on in your mentality. It's just saying whatever level you are, love you for it. Nurture it. Go, fuck it. This is what I'm feeling. Okay, but find something to channel it in the meantime. It takes courage to face what we're facing right now if we want what we want. Look at how beautiful this is. As a metaphor in your life, though, okay? These objects have messages, because when this happens, for me, like, I don't practice this every day. You gotta chill, and I do other things, but I do work on bends a lot. They're intense, but they feel so good. There's no pain. This is with ease. It is. I know how to give fire, and I know how to... But when this lands on my table, with you nurturing your dream, what you're awaiting, then keep on. Because that bat is right on top of it, aiming for that A. Here's the fun pile over here. And I'm so glad that it has 2 stones at the end that represent the limpia, the cleansing. This one's a smoky quartz. This one has mica inside. It's like, it chips. You got the little one, so good, because if it was this big guy, I'm like, damn, you got work to do. But no, look, it has this in between here. I love that. And this one is barely having, I think it chipped here somewhere. But when you see it, it's the perfect path. And this tells me that this mountain is worth it. It's going to be worth it. It's worth your journey no matter what you may be going through up here. But if you know me and follow me, been on my reading table, you know where I talk about is this, the heart space, because that doesn't lie when you're really there. Can't lie. That's why I drink this, because you can't lie to the mother. You can try. No, she's so beautiful. There's no reason to. But the resistiveness with her, yeah, I understand the fears. This is real fucking warrior medicine. You want to face some fears? You think you're really tough? Hey, I didn't even know what it was the first time I drank it. That's what this shaman was like, let me kick this fucking woman's ass. She's like the darkest woman he's ever met. That's what he told me. He really meant it. Then he gave me this. I didn't think I ever want to do that again. Like, that wasn't fun. I'm like, I didn't get psychedelics. All I got was yucky nauseousness that went away. Because it starts talking to me, I did as she said. And I think that first time was about the grief. Because there is grief here. I'm saying this. I tell you stories because it's in what I'm looking at. There's been grief among the land. I understand. This is what this journey has been. There's been lots of grief. I know. This is fun. So we go from the grief to, like, she has this Mona Lisa smile, like she's cracking a smile-ish, but the thing is, this is so crazy in these images, because in the end, it's actually, you've opened your eyes and you're just about ready to talk. So for some of you, you're going to have your platform. You're going to have your voice back. You're going to have your say-so. The truth's going to spill right in front of your eyes. And you don't have to do a thing. Just keep doing you. Don't focus on the more you focus on anyone or anything outside of yourself, you give your power away to going forward to what I talk about when you come to that place in the self, man. And it's no kidding. It's not what people think. Who knew I'd come to me in a cup? It was actually a coffee cup full. I don't drink a coffee cup full ever since. The highball glass afterwards too, but after my padrino, it was different. It's like that's not required anymore. I drink what I drink. When I'm saying this, it all works out. You're going to have your platform. You're going to see something. And everything that has needed to be seen and experienced will just cruise on by where it's supposed to be. But there's a dead fish in front of the mouth. It's transparent. But it's dying because you're going to eat that son of a bitch for you to move away. You mean business. It's really, look, a very warm, hot rush came through me when I said that. Because you're being crowned with something. There's a crown here at the end of this image. And there's a lot of funny humor to this too. So I'm going to flip the camera and show you what the reading is today. I love that it's very colorful and it's everywhere. It's like, because it has been everywhere, hasn't it? But there's one key thing that we've been focused on, and that's this below. I don't know what it is. I'm going to flip it live. I don't know what it is. This object is interesting too, because there's something wrapped in this bag. It's one of the magic bags. Okay, psychonauts. The shaman card. The ancestors sending you peace, sending you free vibes, free up your vibes. This is passion here. It's red. Look, there's no like, that's what I say. This is like your heart trying to tell you that, because see, can you see the heart? Can you see the sacred heart right here? And then the flames, yes? You see the sacred heart? These are my psychonauts, especially. It's like, please come home. Look, you know when you come home that it's complete peace and freedom. Because look, all the dark gets taken out because you're not afraid to face the dark if needed. Every journey you take, there's a dark. But look at the stones. Look at the path. It so flows right up. When I laid the objects on the table, I don't rearrange them. I just leave them there. I don't rearrange them at all. Because they always have some kind of story. And here's like the Yoni Citron. You can see the cave. She's open. We're ready. Divine female energy here with a very sexy, sensual masculine. The octopussy, the shape shifter of the sea, but it's pink. It's so beautiful and yummy, but it will transform because it was pointing up this way. And it's going, this is how the story continues. See, there's another gold dick here, and you're standing there saying we're done with anything less. Nothing can come through here because I had channeled, I have the key to this path where it leads. I had said that before I saw you'll see why I mean that. So you're saying here, I have the key. And look what stands above you. Kind of similar to this. And this is it transferring, coming at us in action. Right? The fiery devil type energy. Devil type. It's just fire. Like, don't cross me. Boundaries, that's all. That's all it is. Because look, what's this guy doing? In yoga, that's referred to frog pose. Look at where the arms are. His heart space is even open. He's like, it's a surrendering kind of devil energy guy. That yes, we have passion, but right here, it's balanced. But it's coming. Look into these eyes, everybody. Okay. Partnered with this card, we move down to the Yoni. Here's the other one. Here's the other pairing right here with this card. Here's pairing 1 and here's pairing 2 on the table. So, and they're next to each other because that's the journey. Thai people are coming in. So this bat shows up, and I told you the bat story, and it's just like I'm flying home into that cave. So this is opened. You want to see where this was in the past? Hurricanes. A lot happened with us sexually, our heart space, our world period, and now look, we're open. So, this, regardless if, this is going to mean like an actual partnership, like sex and sensual, it's saying like with any kind of connection, whether it be your work, not you're going to fuck people at work. That's not what I mean by that. There's that. And like these connections, what I mean, are so going home. There's going to be so open that regardless of what you do, because the journey continues over here, let's be reminded that that's only one door, because there's an egg here that has not hatched yet, which will open another. And there's that key I told you. So you see? And it was like, it was right about here in her shoulder like that. And you know it. So keep nurturing that. And there's that crazy bat. Isn't that pretty? Look. Show you the face on this bat. Look at the full moon. It's fierce about going to that egg now. And it's like upside down to remind everybody we still have the energy. We're fierce, but we can fly upside down, twisted. You never know what direction we're going to come. But we got your radar. We got the signal. This is where we're headed. We're going to crack that egg open. And we have here the beautiful heart opener. It's my favorite fucking band. My favorite is when the leg is kicked up into a split. But the girl loved this one. Maybe she'll do a second series. Okay. Heart, space, color. This is the fun card. This is so cute. Oh, let me, I'll return where the objects are, but I wanted you to see the full image. So these fish are like, yeah, they're just doing their thing, you know, and see how this one is transparent? Can you see that fucking Mona Lisa? Okay, see here you can see the similar smile, but your eyes haven't opened yet. It's the same kind of shaped face, the same person on this journey. I swear there's magic on this table. So here you are. So I'm gonna open your eyes and you're gonna speak truth here. It's transparent. This fish is like, yeah, I'm out of your way, man. This one's like, dude, yes. It's like they're parting the way the fish are moving away, so you're gonna have platform. And this one's like, have fun, everybody. And he's gonna move out of the way. So this crown up here gonna shine. How do I know that? You have this object right here, partnered with the really beautiful red glitter. They had landed right next to each other. Well, that's a nice partnership. Here's the thing about the objects. This right here. See how it's marbled and cracked? Well, this tells me that that egg cracked open. Cracked open. It's not even full grown because it's still cracking open, okay? You just wait because it's like this. How long have you been waiting? How long have you been waiting to speak some truth? How long have you been waiting for others to perhaps speak their truth? What do you think about that? Here, speak up. You have the mic. Speak up. Don't wait for them. Look, these fish ain't even out of the way, but here, look, this shows up and you don't give a fuck, so speak up. How about that rap? Seriously, it's your say-so that's going to crack this egg open. You say so, you'll have it come to you. You don't have to even do anything. It's going to come to you. Because why? It's paired with this divine feminine energy red glitter. It's really pretty on. It's like a tint that shimmers. And it just landed on my table one day and it just stayed there because I liked it. So see, everybody, you're good. It's gonna be okay. It's flowing just like the fish. Like, oh, let's get out the fuck away from these people. Ah! The mystery card. Wow. Ooh, egg-shaped, kinda upside down. Interesting that the bat is right on top of the cave. And if you ask me, this person has made it into the cave. Well, if that's not interesting, tell you the magic on this table. But there is the magic bag. There's a white tissue. That means cleanse. It's someone that has received. The purple is like all the way through the crown. You have to receive, just like up here. There is a contents in here, but it says to leave it closed because this is like real cozy and a pillow. It's like more, it's like, look how beautiful the magic is on this table. No wonder it had a Merc retrograde moment, but did it really? Look, rest your head. It's so soft to feel this. It's very soft. So rest, everybody. Welcome home, warriors. It's coming soon. I'm wowed. Wow. Beautiful. Salute, everyone. Welcome home.